Hey guys, Chris from Flow Brackets. Now today we're working on a Mercedes-Benz S-Class. This is a Japanese import, so it comes with this gigantic box. We're gonna fit slimline plates and we're gonna get rid of this and replace it with our miniature plinth, and I'll show you how to get it done. Now this is a W222 S-Class, it's a facelift model. This is a Japanese import, so of course in Japan, their plate's about that size, and this is the box that it comes with. That's too big for Australian plates, be it a regular slimline, or in our case, we're trying to fit Victorian signature plates. It doesn't look good. So what we've done is we've redesigned this box and replaced it with something a lot smaller, so you get a nice clean finish using a bracket mounting system. So this is the box that comes with the car. We're going to remove that and replace it with one of two options. This one here is the redesigned version of the factory box. It goes back in the same hole, so you can fit your number plate on. If your number plate is smaller than this dimension, we have a small version, so that way the plinth doesn't stick out past the number plate, but you do need to drill two holes, which I'll show you how to use. First thing, let's get this off by taking the two factory screws out. Now these are the two sizes. To help you choose, in most cases, you're going to go for our standard size because most number plates will cover it. For example, New South Wales Euro, with the same as premium, it's going to cover it, no issues. But if you have a small plate, anything that's smaller than 250, you can see that this part is going to be too wide. So if you've got small plates, grab yourself this small plinth. That way, this will be hidden behind the number plates. I'm going to show you how to install these, which is really simple. Just put this L screw back into the factory hole and you're pretty much done. Now we're installing small plinth. There's no factory hole because the factory holes are too far apart. They're actually beyond the plate. So what we've done is to make the installation a bit easier, because even though this self-locates on the bottom, you're not really quite too confident of where the middle is. So what you want to do is grab the jig, which comes with the kit. This will go into the factory hole first. You put in the screw that comes with it. That way you can locate the miniature plinth, the smaller version, and you know exactly where it goes, so you can mark out the holes and make your drilling. I'll show you how to do that. All you're going to do is put this on, grab the screws that comes with it, and it'll self-locate, and then you install the next part. Now that we have the alignment tool on, this is going to help you find center left to right. It's not going to help you find top and bottom because that is determined by the little feet that's at the bottom of the part, which will cup the bottom of your bumper. So all you're going to do is put it in, go up, and it'll help you locate center. Now that we know where the middle is, we can use a little Sharpie, color in the little holes, and you can drill it out with a tiny drill bit, maybe a 3mm, and then you put your screws in. So I've got my 3mm drill bit. I'm just going to drill out the marking so I can put a screw in. Now you can take out the alignment tool. Now that we've got our holes, it's just as simply as putting your screws in. But since we're doing the installation, we're going to take it a step further. We're actually going to use our Nutsert Kit. So I've got a tree drill bit. I'm going to expand that to a 9mm so I can use a nutsert. That way I can bolt it down using a bolt, and this will be secured behind. So all these tools you can find on our website. You can grab it at checkout. So I'm just going to expand this hole to a 9 so I can crib it down with a nutsert tool. So I've got my nutsert tool with a nutsert. I'm just going to push it into the bar, give it a half pump. It will expand from behind, create a one-way fastener that's secure. So now rather than attaching the plinth using a self-tapping screw, we can now bolt it down with a bolt because there's already thread in there that's mounted from behind. So there are a couple of holes left behind from the old plate and the old box. So the kit does come with miscellaneous screws you can plug it up with. So the small one can be used for any leftover normal plate holes, which this car shouldn't have had. And then the bigger screw will cover up the factory hole that was holding the box. Now that we have the plinth on, it's time to choose a number plate bracket. Now, because this is a two-part mounting solution, you need two things. You need a plinth for the car, and then you need a bracket to fit your number plate style. So for example, if we were to fit these New South Wales Euro plates, we need a bracket for this, which is this one here. This attaches to the plinth, and then your number plate attaches to that, completing the solution. And then if you were to sell the car, you take everything off, leave that behind, and use that for your next car. In this case, we will be installing Victorian framed slimline plates. I've got my signature slimline bracket here. This attaches on, and this attaches to the bracket, completing the look. Now there's already 2 bolts here. All I gotta do is take those out, put my bracket on, choose the height that I want, and then put the bolts on, put the bolts back in. Now there are 2 different mounting positions. These are gonna be your half slots, where these are gonna be your full adjustment. Final step for signature plates is to hook it from the top, clamp it from the bottom. There we go. And then tighten the grub screws. And you're done. Now on the rear of most Mercedes, like this S-Class, you're gonna have the standard 4 mounting positions for your number plates. Now that doesn't line up with any car, so you're gonna need some sort of adapter. So if you gotta run, say, slimline plates, these are 100 tall. They are a tad smaller than these holes, just by a little bit. So you're going to need an X adapter first, so then you can put on the bracket to put on the number plate. This signature plate, like the front, has the same challenge. Your mounting holes are beyond the plate. So you're gonna need something that goes from the car to the plate. This is called an S4. This will bolt straight up to the car, no other adapter required. And then this, the number plate can clip on, and you're pretty much done. Before you install the plates, I just want to quickly point out, if you're running plates that are going to be about 110 and taller, if you buy a bracket, it's going to have enough space for the Mercedes holes to be in the bracket already. They already line up, and you don't need an adapter. These are only for really skinny plates. Now for S4 bracket, it lines up to the car. Just spin your bolts in. Now I am using a security fitting, so that way it's going to be anti-theft, and you can pick these security screws up from our website. Now that we have the bracket on, this adapts straight to my new signature plate, which I can click in. Just go center it and tighten the screws on the bottom. And that's how you get rid of big, ugly Japanese mounting box on an import S-Class and get a nice, clean, floating look using a number plate mounting system. Just remember, you do it in 2 parts, a plinth to suit the car, which gets rid of this, and a bracket to suit your number plate to complete this mounting solution. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.